the revs as the wheels spin. Perez, in fact, it's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on that last tour. Crucially, 300ths quicker than Max Verstappen.
Well, it shows how well Verstappen's been tucked in behind Perez, because Verstappen crossed the line half a second adrift of Perez, and yet Perez was the faster on the last lap. Albon does the fastest lap of the race now, having been unleashed from the back of Vettel. So the two Red Bulls have got pace. Now they're not being held up behind Vettel, but Verstappen is now being held up behind Sergio. Perez is 8 seconds away from Stroll. It was 10 seconds when the virtual safety car came out. So at this rate, they're all going to concertina up this much time, because Perez is bringing the big threat of Max Verstappen right with him.
Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's in 9th position. This is what happened with Vettel and Albon coming down into turn 7. Up the inside, went past Sebastian Vettel, and that was it. So there was no mistake from Vettel. He'd just driven 3 seconds clear by the time they did turn 8.
Yeah, great move from Albon. Really good move up the inside bullies right now, and Albon with a nice instinctive pass made it through.
So Lance Stroll leading the Grand Prix, 8.3 seconds ahead of Sergio Perez in second place, who's under big pressure from Max Verstappen for that second spot. Red Bull seemingly having the quickest car here, but aren't able to use it just yet. Maybe made a bit of a mistake in the pit stop phase as well. Hamilton is attacking Vettel coming down into turn 12, but again, looks to the inside, can't get anything done. Someone's just had a bit of a moment in the first sector, but there's now green flag there, but really close battles for second and third, and for 5th and 6th, and Alex Albon again in 4th position.
Fight for second place. Stroll recovered and took a second back on Perez on the last lap, so maybe a mistake from him on the previous tour. The two racing points still separated by 8.5 seconds, and Perez is doing a very nice rear gunner job for Lance Stroll out front. We've still got 40 laps to go. By the way, there's a long race still to go. And now some of the big guns are waking up. Red Bull looking quick. Albon's about to join that fight for second. And Hamilton is just desperate to get past Vettel, because if he does, I think he'd have the pace as well.
I think it was Daniel Kvyat that had a spree again. And Valtteri Bottas, Jenny, down in 15th position. And on that last lap, he was 10.
He had a little problem. In fact, he had two problems. He did a spin and then he was in the gravel. So he lost a load of places because he was running in 11th. It means George Russell, after having a nightmare last time out and spinning behind the safety car and crashing out, and then
Verstappen, on the back of Perez, and Verstappen's round, spinning 360 and can't quite save it, and ends up back coming across the circuit, and then just managing to get off. It might get ahead as well. No, Verstappen manages to hold on to that 4th place just about. No, there comes Vettel. The back of the racing point, went off the circuit, and a huge high-speed spin.
He was too close at the right-hand kink of turn 11. Verstappen now pits as well. Has he damaged the tyres irreparably that he needs a new set? Because I can imagine he's only going from inters to inters right now. Straight in the pits.
Flat spots.
Yeah, so he's flat spotted the tyres with that big spin, so he's going to change onto a new set of intermediate tyres. Verstappen surely now out of running for the win.
Anything can happen in this race.
Okay, that's a bit bold.
That is too bold. But he was just too close to Perez in the very quick right-hand kink. He blends out of it and then just washes behind Perez. He's an inch behind Perez at high speed, gets a load of dirty air. That pushes him wide onto the green painted asphalt on the outside. No grip there. And around he goes, almost caught it in a classic Verstappen 360 manoeuvre, but just couldn't this time, and it ended up being a 680.
Lap 19 of 58. Lance Stroll, I'm getting flashbacks to commentating on snowboarding now at the Winter Olympics with all these 365, 40 things.
Just short of a 720.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, worst month of my life that was. Lance Stroll leading the Grand Prix, 10 seconds clear of Sergio Perez then. Alex Albon is third, 3 seconds a lap quicker. So before too long, it'll be Albon's turn to try and pass the racing point. Not able to get past Sebastian